All right, we're live for the daytime stream. What's up, guys? Here we are playing the Nintendo radio. We have nostalgic Sonic music. All right, we're grabbing that menu. We are popping off over here. All right. Filling in this menu. Let's go grab this. All right, we're going to show some of this. All right, we're going to say new Mega Break. And we're going to say Carddass single pulls live card shop. Cool. Those are pretty much the new things. Jump over here. Okay, and we'll share it. We're going, oops, hold on. Add here. We're going live for Tuesday day. All right, we don't normally do a Tuesday daytime stream, but we're doing one this time. Just because we're hanging out together. I'm thinking about bringing battles back. So that is what was on my mind last night. Last night, sales were actually very good. However, they were done super fast. You know, we keep adding these products to our menu where there's not much to watch. Like the Carddass pulls, they were kind of pricey. They were like $12 per card. So somebody could order like just 10 of those, and that's $120. And you know how fast I can pull 10 of those? It takes like 1 second. So in 1 second, that whole order is over. And yeah, it leaves us with this problem where everyone's done with their orders, but there's all this dead time left. So I've been thinking about adding some kind of fun competition, and it also brings my attention back to battles, things that people can do that kind of uses up our free time. Oh, by the way, I was supposed to be working on price changes, and I did work on that a little bit, but then I got bored. Hold on. So one price change I would like to implement. Where is it? Singles, Japanese, Pokemon Japanese. All right. So we have our 151 booster packs are going to come down to $5.50. 151 booster packs. All right, so those are quite a bit cheaper now. And let's go ahead and clean up some of these emails. Closing that out. I'll make sure that I'm doing my best job that I can to get the latest modern product at the cheapest price and then offer that to you guys at a low price as well. All right, click on this. Looks like we already have an order for today. So here's this thing called the Mega Break. This is an experiment. I don't really know how popular this is going to be. Ooh, I might disconnect the camera and flip this around. Should I do that? I figured out one of the problems with the camera, the wires, that I leave it with the blue wire facing up. I shouldn't do that. Blue wire should face down. Good night, everybody. Oh, wait, I'm reading the wrong chat. That's yesterday's chat. Close this. Going over here. All right, clicking on this. Open this back up. LaFlame going to buy 6 spots in the Mega. All of a sudden, I got $500 burning a hole in my pocket. So there's this break called the Mega Break, and it's a really expensive card. So in this case, this is one of the most desirable cards in the entire hobby. And in fact, it has gone up in price over the last year. And we're selling them for 3.5K Masaki Gengar 9. Now, 3.5K sounds like a lot until you realize the cheapest PSA 10, I think, is like, well, I got mine for $15,000. So the PSA 10, I bought mine for $15,000. And I bet you the cheapest one right now is $20,000 because they're never for sale at a good price. PSA 10 Masaki Gengar, if there's even one for sale. All right, so let's see. We're sorted by lowest price. We get the web version. Here he is. Okay. So the cheapest one, for the PSA 10, the cheapest price is $23,000 from Italy, and 25,000 in the United States. This one right here. Boy, that would be nice to own, wouldn't it? So this is the PSA 9, and typically what you see in these scenarios where the PSA 10s are really, really unaffordable, you see the price on the 9s start to rise as a result. So I talk about those scenarios when people talk about are 9s investable, and I go, yeah, they are in some scenarios, especially when the 10 is like unbearably expensive. You see the 9s go up because normal people just chase after the 9s at that point because no one's whipping out $20,000 from Misaki Gengar except for, you know, weird rich guys or Pokemon card shops like myself. So this Gengar is a PSA 9 with a recent grade. He looks really nice. You can even try to cross-grade him with other companies if you wish. You can send him to BGS, try to get the 9.5, and then try to cross it back to PSA and see if they'll give you a 10. Really sneaky stuff like that. I looked him over real careful. He's got this corner down here with just a little whiting on it, and then maybe slide off centering between top and bottom. So I think that's most likely what gave him the 9. But man, he is definitely borderline on the 10 in my opinion, but that's what a lot of 9s look like. They look like borderline 10s when you grade with PSA. So you never know. You can play around with them if you wish. Yeah, one trick could be to cross-grade them into a higher grade with one company and then try to send them back to PSA and see if they'll give you another upgrade. I thought of doing that myself. I'm not going to mess with it, though. We're going to offer it as the Mega Break. So it's $500, but there's an actual sublist, too. There's a $40 sublist. And what you can pull out of the sublist is a 1 in 13 odds. What you can pull out of the sublist is one of the booster packs from the actual Mega Break. Does that make sense? So this number 7 means there's 7 $500 booster packs. That's a lot of money for one booster pack. But it's about the cost of one first edition Team Rocket pack or something, right? So there's 7 $500 packs. And this list, if you get into the Gengar Mega Break sublist, these are also breaks, and they give you a chance for one of those $500 booster packs. So it's a chance for a chance. That's what we call it. Let's see. France lost the Euros semifinal today. Ah, darn. What's up, LaFlame? What are your thoughts on Twilight Masquerade? I think it's a pretty good set. I don't like it that much. I go every now. Oh, you guys are having a whole conversation. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Twilight Masquerade, what do you think? I like it. Thank you, Serge. I hope I can stop with it now that university is starting. Regrade to 10 like the Pikachu Illustrator. Exactly. If you keep trying to regrade it, you never know what could happen. It could potentially regrade if you just keep sending it in. I don't collect 9s, unfortunately. I got you roaches. I'll treat you like family. Where does a man like Troy even live? Well, I'm not telling you you should definitely buy on this or not, LaFlame, but let me try and abuse you of that belief system. Give me a second here. I want to share a little story on one of my best appreciating items. Here we go. It's not necessarily my best appreciating items, but this item's very curious because there was this time period where cards really went up in price very rapidly in the past, and then it all kind of slowed down. So if you bought in 2019 or before, and then you held till 2021, card prices basically tripled or more. They might have tripled or quadrupled or just gone up way, way, way more than that. But from the years 2022 to now, it's plateaued and some cards have reclined. So a lot of cards are just barely going up and some of them are even going down. So what's really interesting about this Torchic is I bought him later. He's a PSA 9. And as you know, the Team Rocket Returns Gold Torchic, he's also one of these just unaffordable PSA 10s. And so what we've seen with the Torchic is that we picked him up at $1,000. And then the last price check appears to be about 1 year ago, and he was about $3,300. So he's tripled in price during one of the toughest time periods for cards to go up in price because they had already peaked in 2021, kind of like what crypto did. It peaked in 2021, and then it crashed afterwards. So cards actually kind of followed crypto in the stock market a little bit. And not all cards have recovered since then, but this guy somehow, surprisingly, still went up by about triple price. 2020 growth was just the growth you'd see in the future, just compressed in a shorter time frame. All right, so I don't know what he's selling for today, though. So this is the test. Let's give it a test. Gold Star Torchic, PSA 9. Maybe he's gone down. So the cheapest gold star, it's got to be English. No way, dude. So the cheapest one right now is from Australia for 3.7 thousand. So I do think that now you don't have to love nines. You could just be like, I hate nines, right? But from a perspective of whether it's a slab moving up or a slab moving down in price, you'd be surprised these unaffordable PSA 9s, or from a card that's unaffordable in a 10, they actually perform surprisingly well. And I made a video about this in the past, and it got a lot of views because people were surprised by this, because some people have taken this perspective, I'll never buy a 9. All right, so check this out. That's the cheapest one with 29 watchers now, and that's higher than last year. That's all the way up to 3.7 now. Again, that's good in an environment where Pokemon card buyers are pretty hawkish, and there's a lot of fear, and populations are increasing. 7.24. So instead of that price sliding backwards, it's actually continued to push up a little bit, and that's for a PSA 9. Not to mention, most people, when they spend this kind of money, they'll actually prefer this one with the authenticity guarantee. So this authenticity guarantee stuff is very popular when you're dropping that kind of money. And so somebody might say, you know, it costs another $500 for the authenticity guarantee, but I'm going to go for that because they don't want to screw around with the small chance they get killed by the guy in Australia with a trick or some kind of scam. Let me turn this down. This is monkey music. We got monkey music. So from $1,000 valuation, that was the buy it now at the time. So this wasn't the sold price at the time. This was the buy it now price at the time, because here's a true story about me. A lot of my cards I just use cheapest buy it now. That's it. Everyone's like, yeah, you got to go with the last sold. Well, you know, sometimes people just use buy it now. I do. Here's 3.7K is the cheapest buy it now if you wanted to acquire it right away. So it's a real story of a PSA 9 that is shot up in price. It's almost at the times 4 price. In fact, if this Australian one didn't exist, it would be times 4 at this point. And that's not bad, especially when you're talking these big numbers, you know, because it's hard for an expensive item to break past that 3,000 price tag it is. There's like this pain point where prices don't move so easily. All right, so... And that's the same as this Gengar here. So we've got the Torchic and we've got the Gengar. And what you see is that the PSA 10s are these unbearably high prices. And people, you know, they're not willing to let go of their 9s because they're starting to view them as collectibles. The 9s are starting to be viewed as, well, you know, most people won't own a 10. And so as a result of this, we're going to go after the 9 instead. Now, another thing about the Gengar Masaki, the PSA 10 is actually really low pop. I can't remember what it is, but it's like pop 40, I think. So he is the chase Gengar, but also he's quite... he's sort of like the best looking, most rare Gengar. And yet he's also extremely rare. So it's this perfect storm. And he's from 1999 and just crazy expensive. That's the same date as the release of the base set in English. Anyway, so that's the story I have to share. Set that over there. All right. Whew. You guys ready? Let's see. So, Miles Wilson's the first order of the day. Hey, mister, it's Engineer Evolutions. My name is Miles Wilson. I'm a longtime subscriber, first-time buyer. I saw I won the TCC Dedini for Monday. I'm also sending $40 for the CGC 10 Detective Pikachu and $9 for shipping. Ooh, cool. Okay, let's grab that Detective Pikachu. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, early, roll it. Let's grab this. And we'll jump over here. He wants to ship out. We're going to grab this. That's a manly break right there for a mid Pokemon. Hello, I'm from the Nighttime Strip. I just want you all day people know that the Night Crew is 100% better. Oh my god. Here we are. Okay, let's see. Miles Wilson. Grabbing this. Do you have Mario Carddass? I do. I've got some old Mario cards, but they just haven't been graded. Okay, popping this over here. Okay, and let's grab this. Oh. Okay, and we'll put this over here. No hate on anyone collecting 9s. It's just not for me. Looking at a 9 slab just doesn't tickle my fancy. Yeah, of course not, but it does tickle my fancy because I've had 9s perform so well for me in the past if you get the right 9. And so I wanted to share that story so that people can see my perspective on it. Let's see. So for example, this Masaki Gengar was purchased a while back for 1.5, and over time the Masaki Gengar has done the exact same thing as the Gold Star Torchic. Remember, the Gold Star Torchic was acquired at about $1,000. So Masaki was acquired at 1.5, and we've seen actual price increase on the card, whether you look at it from the sold perspective or the cheapest buy it now perspective, which is what I always look at, because that's also what I purchased them at, the cheapest buy it now. So same with the Gold Star Torchic. So the Gold Star Torchic cheapest one was 3.7, and the Gengar I think is 3.6. Again, acquired at 1.5. So you're seeing real appreciation over time on these incredibly beautiful and rare PSA 9s. And as a collector, you might only want to collect 10s, but I'm not just a collector. I'm somebody who pays very close attention to, well, what goes up in price over time? Is the Gold Star Torchic going up in price? It's difficult to gauge that, actually, because the sales of the card is so uncommon, but also because it requires such an ungodly amount of money for it to move up in price by like even 10%. So what you see is the better performing card is ironically not the 10, it's the 9. So, you know, when you consider that the PSA 9 can outperform, like you'd be better off holding 5 9s rather than 1 10, that kind of formula. When you see that in action, you go, oh, I got to consider 9s sometime. And so I would say Masaki Gengar in particular, he's one of those cards. Same with the Gold Star Torchic. He's in that category of being a card you have to consider as an investable Pokemon card because he performs well because of his more desirable price point compared to the actual 10, where it's just unbearably expensive. All right, so let's get this. There we go. Basically, I think people are racist toward 9s. Print! All right. LaFlame says, that's so risky, though. Are you talking about for collecting the 9s? Well, it's not risky if you've watched it for a long time. The Gengar and the Gold Star Torchic aren't the only 9s I've ever held. Here's another PSA 9 that performed extremely well for me, and it would be the Southern Islands Mew, where I collected a lot of them, and I was flipping them for like a $200 gain for a long time until I sold out of them. I don't think I have any left. They all sold. I think I had like 10 at one point. And so that's another example of a card where there's almost no 10s, and the 10s invariably expensive. And so there becomes this very serious market for the PSA 9s. And yes, when I started acquiring the Southern Island Mews, nobody was really caring about them. And so, and another card I was able to do that on, Black Star Promo Holographic Eevee. I think I had about 15 of those at one point. So you see these markets form around the 9s when the 10s are unobtainable. And again, the Gengar Masaki is clearly one of those cards. And I don't even have to sell him. He can just sit over here with me because I've already got the 10 anyways. And I'm happy enough to hold the 9 and see it go up in price. All right. So his name is Mr. Engineer. A lot of talking, not a lot of card opening. Let's get these cards opened. Engineer Evolutions. One slab. Mister, would you say the same thing goes for first edition of appearance Lugia from Topps 2000? Well, for that Lugia, there's not even a PSA 10 yet. So it's only been graded 9 before. And so, yeah, of course that... Oops, why am I grabbing this? So, of course, that's going to be true for that card. But you have to consider, if a single PSA 10 comes out for that Lugia, that's going to change it a lot. Most people don't think it will because they don't think there's a lot of Topps 2000 left in the world. But there's a couple boxes. You never know. You never know. A couple boxes out there. Real men grade with tag. BGS cross-grade to PSA, then PSA cross-grade to CGC to get 10. Yeah, and that's something you can work on too. You can spend a lot of time and money really working on like a cross-grade, and it's a gamble though. But, you know, so is opening a pack of vintage. Here's Jigglypuff. If that guy cross-graded into a 9.5, that'd be a big deal. And then if he cross-graded, by some chance, if he cross-graded back into a 10 with PSA, like let's say it went to BGS 9.5, then it goes back to PSA and it turns into a 10. That's a big freaking deal. But the odds of that happening, you know, really just depends. We've seen stuff like that happen before, that's all. Okay, cool, man. We need a new giveaway, I think. I don't think we even have a giveaway right now, guys. Here's Samuel Barrel, Rocket Break. Oh, yeah, Samuel Barrel. Nice, a new guy. Nice to meet you, Sam. Here's some of that Donkey Kong music. All right, there we go. We got one of these. Rocket Break. There's nothing quite like, you know, having an inventory of cards that are going up in price. That's the best thing in the world, man. Because if they don't sell, I don't lose. And if they get stuck in SLAB away and then the person gives up in SLAB away, I still win. So I love cards that go up in price. Japanese Classic Collection. Oh, yes. Okay, Classic. All right. Move this out of my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bitcoin still holding on. Bitcoin didn't fall today. I bought some Bitcoin, guys. Here we are. Ooh. I bought in at 57, and it's pretty much sitting at 57. I'm scared. All right. Now, he says he'd also like... Oh, he already got it. He got his spot in the rocket. Yo, I'm new here. First-time buyer. Pretty neat channel. Couple questions. Why do people call you Mr.? Where do you make the most profit with this business? So, people call me Mr. As a result of an old joke at the beginning of the channel where a little kid kept calling me Mr. And his question was, do you like Charizards, Mister? And he asked me that like 20 times in Discord, and I actually showed the messages because I'm pretty sure it was like an 8-year-old kid. He just kept asking me, do you like Charizards, Mister? It's also where we got Cherryzards. You like Cherryzards? And so, you know, it became a pretty funny joke, and it just kind of stuck at the end. Maybe it's easier to say Mister than it is to say TheCardconomist, which is like this huge word. And then, where's the most profit in the business? On the item that I got the cheapest, but yet it sells the highest. So that's where the most profit is. What is that item right now? I don't know. There's always something. I can tell you what doesn't make me a lot of money. Booster packs. When you open up modern booster packs, those hardly make any money. Items that can make a huge amount of money. Like, let's say I got this Jigglypuff somehow very cheaply. Maybe it came out of a folder or something. I don't know. And then it graded 10. It sells for $75. Well, it could go from being a worthless $1 card, $2 card to like a $75 card minus PSA fees. So if you get lucky with the card grading, sometimes PSA grading makes you a lot of money. Other places that have made me money, the poker cards. So I'm a big poker card collector. Poker cards have made me rich in the last year. I've been into them for about 2 years, and I started singing their praises because I thought they were cool. I was like, well, wait a second, these are neat. And for some reason, everyone else was pretty slow with it. They're like, nah, I ain't messing with those poker cards. Now we're seeing poker cards hit these high prices because it turns out they are pretty cool. And everyone else was just slow about getting on the poker card train. And yeah, they're neat. I like them. They give out a Charizard that just looks fantastic. But there's also like Gengars, Blastoise, Venusaurs, and they're a very bizarre looking card. But here's the thing about bizarre looking cards. And this is true for Topps as well. When you already collected all the other normal cards, Blaine's Charizard, Dark Charizard, Base Set Charizard, Legendary Collection Charizard, Sky Ridge, I've got them all. When you've collected all those Charizards, you start to look for the weird stuff. You go, okay, well, what don't I have still? And you start reaching for stuff that's unusual. You start going, okay, I'm tired of all this stuff. I've already got all the main stuff that everybody's already got. Now I want something unique. And that's when Topps starts to look really cool. You're like, ooh, these Topps cards are kind of shiny. Like where'd that Topps Charizard just go? We just had them. That's when you start reaching for weird stuff. You go, that's pretty neat. And it's the same. That's funny how, now that's probably not going to actually sell for 18, but that's my put it on the table price. But those poker card Charizards look pretty good. And they're so cheap still. And I feel like that could definitely change. Because when something's really cheap, and cheap is with an asterisk, cheap in comparison to other cards. When something is that affordable compared to Charizards that are typically selling 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, you can make a fairly good estimate that they're going to increase in price. You could be like, well, if they do gain popularity, but they don't really gain in population, this card should go up in price. That's crystal ball speculation, but that's my specialty. That's what I work on. It's my job to look into the crystal ball and try to make an educated guess at which direction the market will move on those. And so far, I've had more successes than failures. This is where I make my money, is being able to sit around and gamble on the idea of where money's being moved. It's kind of like just doing stock market stuff, you know, like there's guys who manage accounts in the stock market. Now, if I was to buy a PSA 10 of every Pokemon card, then I would receive the average return of appreciation on Pokemon cards. But I don't do that. I tend to take a lot of money and I put it toward a card that I think is underpriced. So here's green Pokemon, here's a red Pokemon, here's a red deck, that is. Red deck, here's blue deck, here's blue deck. I think these Charizards look fantastic. So I have placed some of my bets on them being underpriced. And as you can see, I've acquired a lot of them. So now it's a waiting game to see if I was right. How much is someone willing to pay to also be one of the holders of these Charizards? What's cool about them is they're definitely rare. Like, here's the red deck. He's going to be very standard. There's going to be a lot of these red deck Charizards. The red deck was always cheaper to acquire. The very cheapest deck to acquire was actually the green deck, because I think people prefer this red deck. See that? They prefer that to the green deck. But I'm guessing green and red were printed at the same rate. But so red deck Charizard, he's only at this point pop 20. And you're looking at a number of them right here on this table. Right? So a number of the, like, look, here's two of them. So two of those red deck Charizards are right here on this table. They're not They're not in circulation, and they won't be in circulation. And then we got some of this green deck. But here's the really interesting one, these yellow decks. And the yellow deck was always expensive. You could never really acquire it except for much more than the cost of a red and a green deck. Now, last time I went looking for a yellow deck, he was really, really expensive. So yellow deck Charizard, okay, so we can see yellow deck Charizard's about half the population of the red deck. So that's playing out a little bit. We're seeing more red deck than yellow deck Charizards by about 50%. And so some of the yellow decks are also on this table. Here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. So there's 10 great... Oh, there was another red deck. Here we go. We had another one back there. So I got 3 of the red deck Charizards. So 4 out of 10 of the yellow deck Charizards are right here. I almost have half of them. And yeah, so you're looking at pretty good holding on something that's pretty interesting. A yellow deck looks like this on the back. So I'm kind of talking rather than servicing orders. I better get to servicing the orders. But you can see I'm very passionate about this kind of stuff. I'm very much into this hobby and into understanding what part of the hobby is undervalued and what part of the hobby is overvalued. Because there's always something that's overvalued. But I'm working pretty hard on these poker cards, and so these are a strong hold for me at the moment. And then I've just got cards for sale. The thing is, I've always said I'll sell anything for the right price. So, you know, in theory, if you wanted my green deck Charizard for $3,000, I would sell it to you right now. But I don't really want to sell it, so I don't have it priced. But that would be true if you were like, hey, you know, I'll pay a lot for that green deck Charizard. Let me go put this away. All right. He asked me what part of the hobby is most profitable, and my answer is it really just depends. The most profitable thing... Ooh, new Shrek 5. Nice, Mike side. Are modern alt-arts overvalued at the moment? Yeah, I mean, I'm betting that they are, basically. You know, when you look at something like the crazy, you know, Moonbryon alt-art, the thing is, he's going to have, like, this name recognition because everyone talked about him so much, and he does look good. So that's true. There's just too many of them. And what a lot of people don't understand is how easy it's going to be for Pokemon to just print another good-looking Umbreon. So the moment they do that, it's going to kill the value of those other ones. So the moment they print, you know, Umbreon Moon Alt-Art number 2, it's over. The demand will cease on the previous model, and the new model will receive all the demand. And sellers will find out that there's too many people selling old Moonbeyond and too many people buying the new one. So it will redirect the flow of money. Will that happen with the poker cards? There's always a chance of that too, but I don't think so. Let's say they even reprinted the exact artwork in the future. Yeah, but I have the original ones from, you know, the initial launch of the Pokemon card games, right? Like, those were old. I don't know if you saw that, but that was 1996 Red Deck, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's this element where you risk the, not just the reprint, but the general inflation of Pokemon alt-arts. Now, if Pokemon invents a new style of card and does that, and it's a Moonbeyond, that's fine too. Raul Pinnan, pay off Moltres and shipping. You got it, man. All right. There we are, nice and fast. I think I skipped the fees for you on this one, didn't I? All right, jump over here. Still got the platinum break. Yes, we do. The other one already broke, so we have a fresh break. And it's our, I think, our last box or our second to last box. All right. Did you have anything else with this? Did you? I believe you had a bag. Was it Raphael? Raul? I am a collector also of the Carddass cards. If you guys didn't see that, the Carddass cards are super cool. I like the Carddass cards because they're Ken Sugimori cards and they're just so unique. Oops, looks like we're shipping you for the first time. Nice, dude. Did you see the new glowing turtle card from Pokemon? You like it? No. It almost looks like a trainer, to be honest with you. It looks like a trainer card. Am I wrong about that? When I look at the card, I don't think this is a Pokemon. When I look at it, I go, this is a bunch of rainbow colors. Like, you almost don't get a sense that it's a Pokemon when you look at it. Like, what am I looking at? Pokemon introduced a Sneaker Bunko set. Booster boxes sold out everywhere. Oh my god. You mean like a sexy girl set? Grabbing this? What are you talking about? I don't know how that would go. Okay, you list your city twice. Let's go ahead and delete that. All right, and let's get your email. Don't need the bag, mister. Just ship the slab. Okay, so the bag stays behind. You got it. First time shipping. I think I'm a workaholic, bro. Now that I've been clean for 2 years now, I feel like I need to do something to be occupied. Well, I just like working to earn money. It's nice earning money because when you earn money, you can go buy more Pokemon cards. So Pokemon card collectors should really get comfortable with that idea that, hey, man, I want to pick up some more work. I got goals, man. I got a card I want to acquire. There you go. Pick up some more hours. Pick up a second job. Or pursue a job that pays more. I'm a good worker too, says Troy Malice. Nice, man. Put this here. All right. Set this over here. 2 slabs shipping out. Okay. Tyler Davis, the Torkoal for 15 and 20 packs Twilight. Masquerade plus $10 tip. Oh, really? Okay, he wants the Torkoal. $10 tip. What? Tyler Davis. Tyler, you're too kind. All right, Tyler, I will accept your tip. I could easily give you like a bonus slab or something, but I think you're wanting to tip. And so I would just be taking that away from you. So let me do this. I'll put you on this list for having given me a tip. Tyler Davis. All right, there we go. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it, man. Is it true Mexicans are hard workers in America? I've heard that many times. That seems to be the stereotype. I think that you can find exceptions for anything. So maybe you can find somebody who's Mexican and lazy, you know, and if that person just didn't exist, I'd find that hard to believe. But if you told me there were lazy, you know, American citizens, I'd definitely believe that. Definitely. Lazy American citizens for sure, man. Because you get kind of comfortable and used to the idea that, well, there's a social welfare system for me and Oh, I shouldn't have to work this hard, and rich people. But people who have a lot of motivation or ambition, they come over here and they're like, I'm going to do anything to make it. I'm going to do anything to succeed. I'm going to do anything to take care of my family because there's no social welfare net for me. So yeah, I mean, that puts you into that good pressure, that makes you a productive person. Pressure is so important. I felt that when I ran away from home when I was 17. Like, it's either screw up and just be homeless, or do everything right and barely make it. And so I relate to that pressure because it's a good thing. It keeps you on your toes and it stops you from letting yourself become too on your haunches, too lazy. All right, so let's get those 20 packs of Twilight for you. 20 packs of Twilight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, feeling too safe can make you definitely not as motivated to work. Like, let's say that you're about to die of heart disease and the doctor says the only thing that can save you is working out. You're going to find a lot of those guys work out really consistently. Or let's say you were like this really healthy person, really thin, and you felt like taking a day off. Well, you're going to take that day off because you don't feel like you're at risk of anything. So risk plays a big role in how hard you work and how much effort you put into things. And yeah, so in other words, pressure is important. I've turned into my father. I'm glad I'm getting back to being my old self. Anybody can be lazy. Yep, that's the same way I felt leaving home at 18. 5 years clean. Now I'm in such a good spot in life. 8 cards short of the master set. Sneap. Get these sneeps in Twilight Masquerade. Thank you, Tyler Davis, for the nice big order. Love it, man. So, guys, we were talking about potential things we could add to the channel for fun. Battles is definitely one of the things that we stopped doing that I wanted to rework, to have them be more like a battle, but I just could not think of anything in the end of the day. I don't know what to do. Battles. How cool would it be if we could have like a Game Boy with like the internet connected to it, and 2 people could remote log in and have a Pokemon battle on screen, and then the winner gets like a jackpot prize or something like that, like a tournament. That'd be neat. Another idea. So we do have a game that we play on this channel called Who's That Pokemon, and it's something we don't play very often lately. But the next time the channel slows down, we could play Who's That Pokemon. And I was thinking people could play with like maybe a card from their bag rather than buying a booster pack, because this would allow you to play the game without actually spending any money. Here we are. And so it would be an option to play without spending. So next time we're real slow. Here's Ogerpon. We are, because last night, again, yesterday's sales were very good, but we just had nothing to do at some point. We're just twiddling our thumbs. And I got to find out something to fill that time up with so that we have an entertaining stream. Stream's got to remain entertaining. How do you play? How do you play Who's That Pokemon? So in the game Who's That Pokemon, which I made up like literally 4 years ago, we play it every now and then, everyone buys a booster pack. So that's to get into the game, you got to buy a booster pack. And then we play a game of Who's That Pokemon. I turn a card around and I describe the Pokemon. So I say, it's a leaf type. First name starts with the no, something like that, right? The participants make their guess, and then whoever guesses it first wins. And after you've won a few rounds, you take all the booster packs as the prize. So it's a contest is what it is, and it kind of relies on your skill in remembering Pokemon names. So it's a contest. But, so that's one type of game we could play. But here's the clever thing we were thinking about. What if people could play without even having to buy in? They just play with what's already in their bag, essentially, So we could set the buy-in value to $20, and you could say, okay, so I'm going to buy $20 of booster packs. Or you can do something different. You can say, take $20 worth of cards out of my bag and set them on the table. So you'd go in either way. So I thought that was a clever idea, because when people are all out of money, they can still play a contest type of game. I was in the Army for 7 years. Oh, nice, dude. Here we are. We got Ogerpon. I think I've been in here one time for that. The Who's That Pokemon? Well, we don't normally host it because we run out of time to host it. Normally, we're too busy for it. We are. Tons of hollows. Hundreds of hollows. Here's Luxray. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think it's a good idea if people could get into a contest and pay for their position or their, you know, their entry fee was paid for straight out of their bag. Now, I guess the last part is, yeah. So it's just an interesting idea. There we go. Too many hollows. Yeah. Too many hollows is a problem with the new booster pack design. Look, here's the amount of just regular bulk, and here's the amount of hollow bulk. They're almost the same. So how can you say this has any value? This stuff in my right hand, how can you call this valuable when it's almost the same amount of cards? Hollows don't have value the same way they used to anymore. It's really kind of depressing. By the way, guys, you're always able to donate the hollows. We use them up in the hollow shuffle and other things like the live customs and the custom booster breaks. New hollows worth 1 penny. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of that. Well, you know, they'll be kind of like this floor price that they never fall beneath because the sellers are unwilling to work on selling hollows at a certain point. Where's Alexis? I'm going through cuteness withdrawals. She is busy. She couldn't come in today. She had a good reason. Yeah, just busy today. Here's Tyler Davis. Here we go. Shouldn't have to explain every detail of a person's life. Here we are. Halo's only good for collecting sets. Yeah, I'm going to play Halo. All right. You're going to hollow. You're going to hollow. Yeah, there's a lot of hollows these days. Oh, look at this expired bag from 4/23. Is that accurate? That bag's been expired since 4/23 and just sits in this box. I guess I didn't pull it out because that box is never full, so I don't have to. But look at this. Oh, because it had a Melanie in it. That's why. Well, you know what? Melanie's off center anyways. It's going to go back here. It's coming off the table. It's been expired for too long now. It's been 3 months later. It's still there. All right. Sent for a full booster. Please open on the daytime stream. You got it, man. Let's see what he means by that. Ooh, booster box of Twilight. Ooh, I better get more Twilight then. So, Andy Dirksen, 10 Japanese Classic and shipping. I have a bag and 10 slabs. And then he's got a phone number for me. Are you international, Andy? All right. So 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Free Palestine. Rat-a-tat. Oh, it's a cold round, Andy Dirksen. I am so sorry. That is a bad round in the classics. So, Andy Dirksen needs international shipping, and he has 10 slabs. That's going to take me a while, okay? So, I'm putting you down right here. Thank you for providing the phone number. Slabs. Karen O'Sullivan's done. I'm working on the Flame. We got Nathan Gordon. I think I was waiting for him to provide his address properly or something. Oh, no, I need his phone number. I got stuck on that. And then you're in line too. So international shipping takes a little longer because I got to make the label right. I used to do it really fast. You know how I used to do it? I used to just print up the label, and then I'd just take a stab at your card value, and I'd just say Pokemon cards or kids cards, kids toy, and then I just ship it out. Andy Dirksen. Let's see, Andy. So 3 bags. Let's grab a box here. Not a smart way of doing things. I'll get 1 Japanese 151 booster box with my credit. Ooh, sounds good, man. Here's Andy Dirksen. And then here is Andy Dirksen. Okay. And I presume we've got one more box for you right over here, Andy Dirksen. All right, cool, Andy. So you got all your bags here, and I'm just going to set them while we're waiting for this. You know, I think I'll set them. Let's set them here. So we got to collect those 10 slabs and then do a price analysis on them. There we go. Read my last message, says Russ. Are you sure that's Tyler Davis's bag? I thought you updated mine, 624. Tyler Davis. Let me take a quick look. This says Tyler Davis on it. It says 624 on it. I think I did it right. There you go. What's up with them? How are you doing, man? Nice to see you. Okay, so we got Andy's phone number. Perfect. John Lucas, let's get more Devil Girl cards and also ship my bag. Ooh, Asuka. Okay, we got a whole Asuka box to open. You got it, man. All right. Yeah, I thought you said it was expired. No. Somebody else's bag expired. Your bag's totally fine. There's Deontay. Here's Mawile. Yeah, somebody else's bag expired. Here's Gyarados. Sorry about that. Here's Charmander. Oh, Charmander. And Dragapult. Ooh. Damn, 116. Holy crap. The AC doesn't feel like enough. It's 116 here today. Whew. All right. Too hot for me, man. That's some hot freaking weather. Should be 2 boxes. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. You're saying you're buying 2 boxes of this? All right, you got it, man. John Lucas with 2 boxes. Let me go grab it. You are correct. So I got my dental appointment next Wednesday. The dentist broke my root canal crown, and so now that has to be fixed. So that is what I'm going in for, and I'm not looking forward to it. But the nice thing is, when it's something like a root canal crown, it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll find out what he says. Yeah, he was making an adjustment to a root canal crown that was done by a different dentist, and he said the other dentist didn't do it right, so he drilled on it, and he treated it like a cavity almost, like he filled in a cavity on a root canal crown. And then I went home and chewed on it later, and it just instantly broke. And I'm like, oh, great. Because there was nothing, it wasn't breaking before. Now it just instantly broke after he did that to it. So I was pretty bummed. I was like, damn, dude. So now, I don't know what happens now. I'm going to guess they remove the whole thing. They prep it all over again. And then I have to get a whole new crown in. That's what I'm guessing. All right. Light work, 116. I'll take the Charmander. Oh, yeah, he's nice. He's in this new slab, I believe. Yeah, yeah, I can feel it's the heavy slab. All right. Another promo card. Who's paying for his F-up? Yeah, that's what I want to know. I'm going to guess he's going to try and get me to pay for it. He's going to say something like, oh, I did my best, but, it just wasn't stable, so... We'll see what happens. I don't know. He's a new dentist out here in Camdenton. My other dentist was from the place I was living in before, but he was the one who told me that it needed to be drilled in the first place. And the problem with it is that it was a fresh root canal. It was like less than a year old. I was surprised. He was like, yeah, you're going to need to have that drilled. Here we are. Yeah, it was just about 1 year old, actually. It was like a 1 year old root canal. Yeah, but he kept the price at 12. He said the cards are in nicer condition. They're going to stay at 12. So don't be like, oh, yeah, we'll just wait to buy these. These will come down. For the Carddass cards, I really like them, and that was the old price, if you didn't know that. We used to have Carddass single pulls until they sold out in the past, and they sold out at $12. Here we are. I also think it's a pretty unique box. Oh, here's a fun little fact. I grabbed another set of them. So it's actually 2 Charizards in the box right now. So here it is. There's 2 Charizards in here. All right. Yeah, I figured price would stay at 12. I was lucky to get some at 9 and 10. Yeah, they were selling out too fast at that price. I wasn't wanting them to sell out that fast anyways. They're not like the Classic Collection. With the Classic Collection, you can just boom, 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 restock, restock, restock. You cannot restock these in such a simple way. These are from, 25, 30 years ago. Here we go. All right. So the price kind of puts the brake on them. Here we are. I want Mr.'s Firm 12. Mister, are they still all Carddass? No, it's all Carddass. Sealdoss definitely will not be mixed in. Sealdoss is way more expensive, I think. I can barely find Sealdoss. Here we are. Yeah, these are really, really old vintage Japanese cards that never even made it to English. Many of the cards, when they grade 10, they're like pop 5 to pop 20. They're super low pop cards. Really bizarre artworks. They're pretty fun. Just sent you a Discord message with my phone number. Thanks, Nathan. All right. Here we are. Okay, let's see. Konnichiwa. Whoa, she's looking angry, bro. Carddass or sealed ass? Cherry shard? It's cherry shard. Oh my god. Look at this girl with the black hair and the regular sized breasts. Okay, here's a booby card. There's a couple common cards that have boobies as well. Here's this card here. What's Goodington? What's up, man? Oops. Boy, we do a lot of business in the daytime, don't we? That's what I was saying yesterday. I was like, you know, the sales for yesterday total were quite good between the daytime and the nighttime. One of them bigger than her head. Aw, this one has small boobies. Okay, here's a hollow. All right. They're all, of course, over the age of 18, as suggested by the TV show. There's a booty butt one. Here's this girl with the black hair again. Daytime's better than nighttime. Here we are. I don't know. I think the nighttime guys would take offense to that. They'd say, I'd rather not. So Laflamme, the French government, twist ending to the political, to the elections. The left comes out on top. They're already talking about 90% tax on the wealthy. Jesus. Here we are. We've got a hollow. Put this over here. I guess Macron's party was center left. And what actually won was the left. Only by a small margin, by the way, which I heard they could fall apart if they don't keep a sort of like alliance with each other. We want realism, not bowling balls. Yeah, I want bowling balls, not realism. Oh my God, look at those bowling balls. 90% tax, that's crazy. Yeah, there's people in the United States in politics that have said the same thing, like Bernie Sanders and AOC. They talk about, well, we need to have a wealth tax so that you can't evade the taxes by owning things. And they talk about, well, billionaires should pay 99% tax or something like that. You know, it's just some really big number. And they've talked about that over here plenty. Here we are. I, of course, think if the tax was ever so high, the wealthy would just move their assets out of France and maybe themselves out of France. They might be like, I'm out of here. But they don't, I don't know. They don't see it that way. I think they think everyone's just going to stay or something. But I often talk about this. I say, you know, the wealthy class, more than any other class in society, has the mobility to get out of there. They've got the money and they're welcome in all the other countries. A lot of countries have a financial way for you to move straight in. It's kind of like an investment route. They're like, oh, you're an investor? Right this way. You know, Greece, Italy, UAE especially. All these places have fast routes for the wealthy to kind of run away to. And that's because it's a game of getting the wealthy into your country. All right, there you go. Taxes 90% so we can pay for all the wars. Well, they want to increase taxes on the wealthy so that they, you know, people, the working class can afford a better retirement, better quality of life. This is a very popular message. I mean, everyone's saying it. The question is, can you actually get away with it? My perspective is that probably not. Probably, again, my perspective is that if the taxes were ever too non-competitive, what you discover is there's other first world countries to live in that are happy enough to just have you move over there and pay a lower taxes, Switzerland being one of them as well, which I think I would love to have a home in Switzerland. I've seen Switzerland. It's gorgeous, man. John Lucas, if that's where all the rich people are congregating, I got to get my kids over there. You know, that's the whole strategy in life. You get your kids in the right school, in the right, the right town, the right location, and they're bumping elbows with, the well-to-do, the people who are well off. That's a smart move. So Karis and I talk about the importance of migrating before our kids go to school, so that their friends and their potential, marriage partners are upper class. That's important, man. That's that's wealth stratification. You gotta make sure your sons and daughters are around wealthy kids. Here we are. And it doesn't really have anything to do with your wealth. You're just positioning yourself in the right area. There we go. So you might not be a billionaire, but you'd want your kids to go live in a similar location to them. All right. I'm 33. My retirement age is going to be like 95. That's leaning into arranged marriages. I'm a tiger mom, dude. I'm going to get my kids in the right area. They need to be in the right area. So we're going to move one day. Jonathan Sylvester. Hey, mister, would it be possible to slab away 2 rocket packs? And when I'm done paying it off, if possible, would we be able to weigh the packs and only open if heavy? That's a tough one, man, because the rocket packs are selling real fast. I mean, maybe if you're going to pay it off super fast. I paid to ship. Oh, the Oscar comes with shipping. Is that what you're saying? All right, give me a moment here. England's favorite hoarder. Here we are. I think that would be a bad overall policy, because then my entire vintage product line could be gobbled up by people who want to hold it for 6 months. And to be honest, I would prefer to hold it for 6 months. Here's John Lucas. So I think that's a bad idea. But, you could probably do 1 pack and we could weigh it afterwards. If you really want to, we could weigh it afterwards. I don't mind. If you buy a whole booster pack from me right now, 26 times 11, like on a rocket pack, we could weigh it for you if you'd like before opening it. I don't know if he'll tell you anything. Here we are. This is why I live in the UAE. You're actually in the UAE? Tell us about the UAE. I'm so curious. I am insanely curious about the UAE. I hear that the UAE doesn't tax its citizens, so you can go like buy a house over there, or get like there's kind of like a guest visa or something like that, where you live there in a more permanent way, but you're not a true citizen. But so you can kind of become a citizen over there, just not a full one that votes, and they don't have any tax on you. And so as a result of that, you could have dual citizenship between UAE and the United States, and you don't even have to pay more taxes to do that. And so, that's a really attractive feature. I wonder if you have to have enough money to do that, but I don't know. Would they count Pokemon cards as assets? Maybe they would. If my Pokemon cards counted, then maybe they'd be like, yeah, you can come over here. All right, John, I got your address from PayPal and we're using it. I'll buy a rocket pack if you open it on the daytime stream. I'll do it. I don't mind. I did. I would pay it off in a couple weeks. We could probably do that then. It's just got to be 1 pack, though. Can't be 2 at a time. There we go. All right. Whew. So, Jonathan, you got $40. Let me know if you want to do that. I don't think we could do 2 at a time. Just 1 pack is fine. All right, let me toss that away. And we're going to grab one of these. Good one. All right. Okay. So we'll say Jonathan Lucas. This guy's fat stacks his arts. Let him in. Yeah, something like that. There is actually a big-time Pokemon card collector out in the UAE. Did you know that? He collects the no-rarity Pokemon cards, and he's one of the reasons why they're so damn expensive. You can't afford one. He made them unaffordable. And I don't blame him. They're very cool. Let's see. I used to have a booster pack holder nearby. Where'd it go? All right. It's in some kind of sleeve. Yeah? Is that working? The sleeve kind of sticks out a little bit. Yep. Okay. You said 286, right? Well, let's see. Yeah. And I tell you what, we'll apply the whole $40 to it, okay? Make it simple for you. All right. Jonathan Sylvester. All right. Just don't make this one stretch out for a real long time, or else I'll regret it. Because if there's one thing that's selling very, very fast right now, it is those exact packs are selling super fast. 286, 246. There you go. All right, so this is more like just a little nice thing we're doing for you. I don't think I'd normally want people putting my vintage packs and slab away. There we go. All right, cool. You can buy 23 Carddass with that. Ooh, yeah. Carddass, man. Give me some of that Carddass. We have Tyler Davis, Booster Box Twilight, and a $10 tip. Damn, you're so considerate, man. Let me go get that Twilight. I have more Twilight, right? Do I have more Twilight? All right, give me a minute. Okay, we are actually low on it, but we're not out. But I need to place an order right away because we are just about to be out. Twilight Masquerade. Help poor mister and hit the like button. All right. Scoopy doopy. Ooh, what was that? Sounded like something was tipping over. Do 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 doopy doo. Do 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 do. Scooby buns, Scooby buns, Scooby buns. All right, so we got. I went ahead and put in a large order for Twilight Masquerade, so that we don't have to worry about it for the future. Could you just do my whole order at once, the Charmander, the Booster Box, and the Rocket Pack? Are you saying you placed lots of orders? Let's see. Charmander Slab. Okay, here it is, Mr. Russ. Tyler Davis. All right, there you go. You got this beautiful Charmander. Ooh. Ooh, the sun came out, man. It's looking nice outside now. Oh, man, I wish I could go out there. Okay. And then Tyler Davis Rocket Pack. No kidding. Wow, look at that, guys. All right. Well, I'm done for the day. I'm going to go head out. No nighttime stream. Nighttime stream is canceled, guys. All right. Let's see what you get. Tyler, what do you want first? The Rocket Pack or the Twilight Masquerade? Let's save the best for last. Rocket Pack happens right afterwards. By the way, I want to see you guys buy some spots in this Dragonite break. That is the new Cherries break, is this Dragonite. All right. You talking about Dubsy? Is that his name? I actually don't know if that's his name. I saw a video he was in one time, though. So cool. I thought that's very sexy that he's kind of like living in this area that kind of makes itself known for, you know, collecting wealthy people. And then he's over there with Pokemon cards. That is so sexy and attractive looking. It's like, man, I need to get out there. I think it'd be cool. So we own a couple houses out here in Lake of the Ozarks. We own a total of 3 houses. And the cost of the mortgage is absolutely killing us. But what we would like to do one day is kind of sell them and then move. We'd like to sell the houses and move one day, but we don't know where. But we think it'd be fun to have one main house and then one little vacation house, just a simple, cheap thing. And maybe the vacation house could be in another country like Switzerland, Scotland, UAE. Problem is, we don't really know where to go. We don't know which place to go to. Also, we don't know what state to move to. California is actually tempting. California, Hawaii's a little tempting. Two of the most expensive places to live. And you hear all this negative stuff from Fox News. You hear all this negative stuff from the Republicans. But it's like, there's a lot of things to do out in those areas. And that's why so many of the celebrities and the rich people live there still. Like, if it was so bad, why don't all the rich people leave? And so you see a lot of rich people, like Elon Musk still maintains property in that area. So, it's got the good weather and it's got a lot to do. And we don't have enough to do out here. It gets boring out here. Denver, all your shipping is going way up in Hawaii. No, that's a good point. That's a fair point. Maybe that'll be the cost of living in Hawaii. But that is a place we have considered because we are both full remote. Oh, you got Torkoal right away. Check that out, man. You bought the Torkoal slab and then you pulled Torkoal. Oh, wow. Super cute. All right. I can work for you. Don't listen to Fox. California isn't that terrible. Yeah, Fox News kind of paints California as the end of the world. And I think they have to do that because that's sort of like, when you have one party that really wants to change the way things are ran, they have to make the ruling party look like they're totally out of control, end of the world, everyone's dying. And so I've kind of come to that conclusion, California is one of the most liberal states in the union. And so as a result of that, the Republicans have to talk very badly about it. And I'm sure there's things I probably wouldn't like about California. But, if it's got great scenery, one thing that's true about me, I love good food. And where I currently live, there is such poor food variety. There's just not enough restaurants out here. It's like it's worse than St. Louis for sure. And I realize how much I value being able to go out and get a mix of delicious and healthy food and food variety. We have like Mexican food and that's about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that there's not much variety other than that. There's steakhouses, hamburgers, pizza, fried wings, the stuff you're not supposed to eat. I'd really like a lot more Asian food. And I think you'd find that in California. You'd find that in New York too. But New York's colder. LaFlame says, Mister, don't forget my Japanese 151. No problem, man. No problem. We get your Japanese 151. One whole box of Japanese 151. You're not waiting longer than Tyler did you? Let me just double check that. I'm just going through the PayPal list. Hold on, let me go over here. Oh, your order's not here. Your order's not showing up. LaFlame, can you double check it? Make sure you send it through. It might. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I am delivered. Read LaFlame's messages. Can you double check it? Make sure it went through. I actually don't have an email for it. Oh, because it was credit. I did forget it. Okay. All right, we'll get it right after this. No problems, man. You know what? I totally did forget. All right. So we got a Mad Cargo. My bad, dude. Then maybe that's the risk of store credit a little bit. Doesn't actually put you in the list, the email list. And so as I'm just going down the list, I could actually forget about it. Here is Denver has fire boba places. It's calm, Ini, as long as you don't forget. No problem, man. All right, Tyler. So that's the first half of the box. I think you're going to get a second bag going. That's what I think, Tyler. So Tyler's got this really fantastically expensive rocket pack to open, guys. Those rocket packs are going, man. They sell pretty fast. I like selling them direct. I think you save a couple dollars on PayPal fees. Because, one thing we don't talk about with the breaks, I pay a 50-cent flat fee with PayPal for every order. So that's 11 times 50 cents. This is about 5 to 6 every single time. $5 every time we sell rocket pack. And so you sell 10 of those, $50 eBay fees. That's a little chunk of money, It all adds up in the end. And I'm a real, math aware guy or taxes and fees aware kind of guy. Maybe you become that way when you do this too long. Stop watching Biden. You forgot to think again. I live in Milk Tea Central. Milk Tea? Oh, is that boba? There we are. Milk Tea Central. Try the Philippines. I hear there's parts of California that have so many Asians that the Asians are like a majority. I want to go somewhere like that and just spend some time over there. I just want to know what it's like. I've only lived, you know, I've been on vacation to like Florida a bunch of times. I've been to Nebraska. I've been to Kansas. I've been to Kansas City a bunch. I've been to Mexico once. I've been to New York City for a week. I've been to Washington, D.C. 3 times. But California, 0 times. Even though I was born there, by the way. I was born in California, but my family moved to Missouri. So I was born in California, but I have no memories of it. They moved before I was old enough. Greninja. Here we are. Here's a fun fact. Karis's grandfather, who left her enough money to go to college, he owned multiple properties in California, was kind of a rich guy over there. And he died in California and is buried in California. But his, I guess his daughter moved out to Texas, and then she met Karis's husband, and they moved out to, not Karis's father, and they moved out to Missouri. So exciting, Missouri. I don't know why. Here we go. Look at that Frostlass. So they're in Missouri now. And he was originally from New Jersey. So New Jersey and California, now they live in Missouri. I don't understand the thought process behind it all, but, you know, that's where I found her. I need a new bag, Grady Williams. Anyway, so Karis and I talk about wanting to go to California and see her grandfather's grave, because she would not have made it through college without him. Her family was not financially supporting her to make it through college, but her grandfather had left just enough money in a trust for her to make it through college. There we go. She was able to make it through college because of that. And otherwise, she thinks she wouldn't have gone. She would have just picked up a job and just been like any regular girl out of high school. There we go. I thought you were Karis's husband. Yeah, I am. Sorry about that. Here we are. We got Luxray. Where are the hits? Man, this room is so hot, dude. Come to North Carolina and see some NASCAR racing. Oh, we did go to North Carolina. We went to North Carolina for 1 week. We stopped in Nashville overnight. Nashville, Colorado, North Carolina, I mean. And then we went to Wilmington, where we spent the rest of the week. We spent a whole week in Wilmington. Ooh, look at that Eevee pull. Look at that. Dude, 6 was trying to pull this card so hard. Was it 6 or was it Tammy? I can't remember. I think it was 6. 6 wanted that Eevee, man. Here we are. So, North Carolina. Oh, yeah, you know, North Carolina, when you get to Wilmington, it has this really sort of like southern, I don't know, sort of like slaveholding feeling. Because it's got the southern feeling that Florida's got with like the swampy areas and the trees that look like they got the moss on them or something like that. And then the style of the buildings looks like it's right out of a Hollywood movie for like, oh yeah, we used to be slave owners. So it's got that feeling to it. Here we are. It was very bizarre seeing it because we'd never seen anything like that in Missouri. But we spent a week in North Carolina. Here we are. I thought 6 wanted the Greninja alt. She lost her mind last night when it got pulled. Poor 6. Well, it didn't get pulled last night. It got pulled a little while ago. We got a big restock of Twilight Masquerade coming in now, so we're going to have plenty of Twilight Masquerade. We pulled the Greninja a little while ago. Was it like 4 days ago? There's still plantation houses everywhere. Yeah, plantation houses. That Eevee card is a $70 card. Oh, nice, dude. Did you hear that? That means if this grades 10, it's going to do very well. Okay, Tyler Davis. So, Tyler, bring this back in. Okay, we are about ready to open your rocket pack. All right. Here, I'm going to give you a bonus card. I bought these cards from Mr. LaFlame, sold these back to me last night, and I'm going to give you one of them. Here you are. Well, Nidoking, he's a good one. Now, the Rocket Pack. One whole pack of Team Rocket. Ooh, beautiful, man. Are you ready? All right. Please be heavy. If you got a heavy pack right here, that would be A-okay. All right. We got Oddish. Of course, even if it's not holographic, it could still be Dragonite, Blastoise, Dark Charizard, Psyduck, Ekans, Abra, Slowpoke, Machop. Ooh, Charmander. And I think the rare is right after this. It's a green. That's no good. So that means it could be Arbok, Weezing. Oh, it says right there, Vileplume. Boom! No, it's Dark Vileplume, non-holo. All right. Somebody's got to pull it. Dark Vileplume. There he is. Dark Vileplume's still cool looking, though, right? Because it's Team Rocket. I like the little dark border. You guys ever notice that? The Team Rocket cards have this clever-looking dark border right there. Here's Dark Rapidash. That's how you can, your eyes identify it as Team Rocket very quickly that way. What do you think George Bush is doing right now? And do you think he supports Trump? The Bush family was really, really attacked by Donald Trump. So George Bush most certainly does not support Donald Trump. He would be part of the conservative group, including Mitt Romney, that believe Donald Trump has taken the party in a radical and embarrassing and immoral direction. So no, George Bush and the other guy, Mitt Romney, really do not like Donald Trump. You might call them this term never Trumpers or something like that. They'll never support him. But yeah, if you listen to him, Donald Trump really went after George Bush's brother, Jeb Bush, very aggressively during those 2020 elections. And not only that, but just in general, he said, well, the reason the Republican Party is so fractured and bad is because of the poor leadership under George W. Bush. So Donald Trump blames George Bush for the Democrat Party's power in America as a result of his poor decisions and weak leadership during 9/11 and during the financial housing crisis of 2008. All right, so this should say Tyler Davis. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler, you're a nice friend, man. Appreciate it. He tipped me today. He tipped me twice, I think. I'll write that down. Russ want to go for one more Team Rocket. Damn, what do you guys think? Should we let him jump the line and open one more pack? If it's a vintage card, I say we just go for it, guys. You open one more? You open one more, man. Where's my boxes? As long as nobody else also open a pack. If somebody else said I want a whole pack of it, then I can't do it. Let me see. We got Anthony Kalura. He's got a $1,000 order. Holy shit, dude. Tyler Davis. Let me just see if anyone else opened a pack after you. Nope, no one else did. So I'm going to let you jump, and we're going to open it and see the results right now. You ready? All right, good luck, Tyler. Dude, Mr. Kalura, $1,000 order. Holy moly, dude. All right, guys. So this is the next pack of Team Rocket. Are you ready? Tyler Davis. Good luck, man. That is 2 Rocket packs in a row. We got Dark Vileplume on pack number 1. They're pretty fun, aren't they? Okay. Here goes. Oddish again at the start, the weed Pokemon. You know what you guys should do when you pull like an Oddish, like a vintage Oddish like this? Go get it graded. It doesn't seem worth grading, right? But when the 420 April comes around, be sure you got that listed up on eBay. Get your Oddishes listed on eBay. Okay, so we got Grimer. That's reformed Grimer. He's no longer naughty. Ekans. Abra. Another Charmander. Very good. Okay, Charmander is a solid pull every time. Psyduck. Your rare is going to be right after this one. Slowpoke. Oh, Psyduck, Slowpoke. That's great. Okay, it's a fighter type. It could be Dugtrio. It could be Dark Machamp. I think those are the 2 options. Boom! Oh, you got a heavy pack. Oh, man, that's pretty. Hold on, I don't want to spit on it. Dark Jolteon. Oh, that was a great booster pack. Beautiful Dark Dugtrio coming out. Congratulations. And then Dark Jolteon, he's actually a hit. If he can grade 10, he's worth a lot of money. We got Dark Kadabra, very solid once again, and Boss's Way. Boss's Way is a pretty cool trainer card. It actually has the artwork from the booster pack on it. All right, very nice. One more, says Russ. You want to do another one? Are you sure? I'm not going to stop you if you want to do one more. Here's Dark Jolteon. I just didn't know how deep your pockets were. Here's Slowpoke. It's common and commons. He wants to triple it. That was a nice pack. That was a nice pack. Here's Slowpoke. Here's Psyduck. By the way, these were the packs I was opening as a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't have first edition Team Rocket. We had a little card shop attached to our neighborhood that you could ride your bike up to. It took about 15 minutes to ride your bike up to it. And my parents really did not allow us to leave the first street in front of our home on our bikes. And the punishment for getting caught leaving would be severe whippings. And so I would specifically be chosen to sneak off to the card shop with everyone's money. And I'd ride that bike like the wind, dude. There were certain parts of the drive that were very frightening. So I'd ride that bike at full speed to the card shop, and I'd throw my bike in a little alleyway, jump into the shop, sweating. It's summertime. I'd grab a Babe Ruth bar, candy bar, right? And then I'd buy everyone's rocket packs, and I'd be sitting out there in the alleyway eating my Babe Ruth candy bar, opening up the packs that were mine, and they would be these unlimited packs. So it's truly nostalgic, and that's the power of these as a collectibles. You know, as adults, we really were opening these as kids, and this is what other card sets don't have, and it's why Pokemon card sets are probably going to do well for a long time. Here we go. Dark Doug Trio is a nice, he did say he spit on that thing. I packed a Dark Charizard when I was younger. I never pulled a Dark Charizard. But yeah, I would open up my cards, and I'd typically be disappointed. I'd be like, darn it. Then I'd put them in my backpack, and I'd start flying home as fast as I could. Again, there's the scary part of the drive. Here's the deal. There were so many children, Mom couldn't actually keep track of us all. That's why she had such strict rules. And there were just certain parts of the bike ride where if she was heading off to get groceries or something, she'd catch you. But then there were other parts of the bike ride where she wouldn't catch you. So there's the scary parts, and you used to be 60 miles an hour on your bike. You'd be like, don't catch me. You get killed, man. $20 Dark truck. No. $20 on eBay. But if his grade's 10, it's a totally different price. Even if it grades 9, it's a different price. But as a 10, that's a nice card. Plus, he gets all the other cards in the pack. The Dark Jolteon, the Charmander, the Psyduck, the Slowpoke. All of those have potential to grade well because they're fresh out of the pack. The stuff on eBay has already been picked through. You think there's any PSA 10 holographic Team Rocket cards they're just sitting there on the market? No, everyone understands those have been picked through, so there's no chance for those. All right. He hocked to it on that thing. I really did. I hocked to it on my bike like crazy. All right, and Tyler Davis was not kidding. Third booster pack for Tyler Davis of Team Rocket. You got it, man. All right, where am I? Here we are. All right, here we are. Boss's Way. Holy cow, 3 packs today, guys. And we're not even done with the biggest order of the day. We got a big order for Mr. Kalura. He's just waiting his turn patiently. You still here, Mr. Kalura? All right, good luck. Hopefully double hollows. We got Slowpoke, Voltorb. We need Dark Charmeleon. There's Squirtle. Squirtle, Eevee, and Dratini, all really solid. There's Ponyta. Rattata. He's so cute. Even the Rattata just looks good in this set. There's the Eevee. Reformed Grimer. Ah, no, this one's going to be a trainer. Here goes. Hey, look, Ken Sugimori. Remember I said the artist for the Carddass cards is Ken Sugimori. Look, there it is. Pretty neat, right? So he drew this card. And it's Rocket Sneak Attack. Oh, okay, you get the redhead Rocket Girl. Here's Dark Muck. We got Porygon and Full Heal Energy. There it is. Just a standard pack this time with a Rocket Sneak Attack girl in it. There we go. Let's go ahead and start sleeving these up. Wow, really special day. I'm going to ask Mike Side to make a video out of that. Is he here? I'm gonna tell him to clip this triple pack opening. There's Grimer and Dark Muck together. I've said this before. I'm actually, when I was younger, I really liked Team Rocket. I thought they were very stylish and fun. And I liked that they used like Muck and Wheezing and Coughing and Grimer. So I always liked Muck and Grimer cards. I thought they were cool. Oh, also I liked Hypno because they would have Drowsy Hypno. And I always liked Zubat Golbat too. Sadly, those cards are not the cards that go for tons of money as a collector. So I don't get to have as much fun with them that way. But yeah, I always liked them when I was younger. I enjoyed the bad guys. They were a lot of fun. You can't have a good guy without a good bad guy. They're in balance. You have to have a good bad guy. All right, Mr. Tyler. Yowza. Gonna grab this. Thanks, Tyler. You're the best, man. So let me just make a message for Mike's side. And then we're going to get that 151 box, and then it's going to be Kalura's turn right afterwards. Okay, Mike's side. Mike's side's trying to design some really cool playmats for us. Problem with this playmat is people wouldn't see the center of it. They would only see the bottom edge of it. He has to realize that people would not see the whole playmat. He's got some cool designs. I wish I'd show you guys real fast. Look at these designs, Mike's side. So Mike's side, I've given Mike's side a chunk of money. Look at these. So here's some playmat designs. But the problem I see with that is you only see this little strip right here. So I'm keeping that in mind with the design. All right. Okay, oops, hold on. And this is going to say Tyler Davis opens 3 rocket boosters. Scores at 125. All right, there we go. TCC, you better sign my playmat. Mind if I do one more booster box? Go for it, man. Go for it. I'll take care of it now. But I have to take care of some other orders at this point. We got to take care of Mr. LaFlame's 151 box. It's going to be $110. So that leaves us with $102 left. Wait, $113 left. Sorry about that. So you got $103 left. And then we need this box. Got a fresh case sitting right next to me. Here you go. Tyler robbed a bank. Damn it, Tyler. All right, let's do it, man. Mister, I already know that Alex will want a couple playmats signed and DNA certified. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, but so we're just trying to design a nice playmat for the table itself. You know, we brought out this Weiss playmat, the 10th anniversary of Sword Art Online, and it's fun and all, but, you know, it's not Cardconomist, so I feel like we should have a... By now, I should have already gotten this done. It's a small task. I need to get a Cardconomist playmat already. I also think it'd be cool to have, like, some Cardconomist stickers that we can, like, place on the slabs. Cut me in, Gee. All right, toss this over here. There we go. No hollows for Mr. Versus and up. All right, you got it. No hollows, but I know you want that Master Ball, so we gotta get that Master Ball for you. All right. Okay, there we go. How many Fates Collide spots left? It's a fresh break. All the spots are left. It's a fresh break. It had just ended, so all the spots are left. Mr. T-shirts. Okay, tossing this away, tossing this away. You ready? Here goes. All right. Those are just hollows. Here is Mew. All right. Some hollows. Jigglypuff. We got Venusaur. This is Japanese, right? This is the Japanese set. Here is Master Ball Lapras. Not bad. Master Ball Lapras, huh? Cool, man. Well, that's better than Master Ball Goggles. The last guy got Master Ball Goggles. Yeah, Lapras is going to still be decent. Here's Paris. I got 2, so not all left. Here is Weezing and Dragonair. Look at that Dragonair. Yeah, next time we have a slowdown like last night, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend that time. I'm going to sit around and I'm going to figure out. Oh, you got Bill. All right, overall, not a great box. Bill's never great. He's kind of like a cold pull, basically. Here's Kangaskhan, because he's Bill, you know what I'm saying? Damn it, Bill. Put this over here. Toss that away. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Politics Guy. He got really involved in politics every time. All right, here's some more hollows. I know you say you'd never be into merch, but I think it would be really good to do gym badges, enamel pins. Oh, merch. Yeah, I need to have merchandise. I need to do everything, to be honest. I need to be like a full card shop and stop being such a stubborn type of person who won't experiment. Experimentation is very important. You want this little Gyarados? He's pretty cool, man. If it was Gengar, I'd toss it in there too. I mean, some of the reverse hollers are so pretty, but then again, there's so much of this product open, it probably is just worth 50 cents. Hey, double hitbox. You got this golden psychic energy. Too bad it's not going to help too much because psychic energy is just an energy card. All right, and there you go. Yeah, Mr. Experiment. Hopefully a double hitbox, but I doubt it. It was a double hitbox, but the other hit was psychic energy. Oof. All right, thank you for the donation of these hollows. Okay, and then we'll put these into your bag. The Master Ball's nice. I'll take a double hitbox any day. Let's grab this bag. There we go. All right. Whew. Now, our friend Mr. Kalura has waited a long time for his turn. He's been very patient. Let's get up to his order. Let's see. Where exactly were we? We were at Tyler Davis. And then we had Tyler Davis. And then we had, after that, Anthony Kalura. Big order. 20 Japanese Classic, 20 Pokemon Carddass, a spot in the Gengar break. Oh, he means a full spot in the Gengar break. Whoa. That's why the order is so large. Okay. What is this music, dude? This is Sonic the Hedgehog music. More like Sonic the Muted Hog music. All right. Anthony Kalura just bought a mega booster pack. Here it is in the Gengar break. Wow. So there it is. That's pretty wild, man. Set that down. Now, as you know, it's going to be a mega booster pack where it could just be like a reverse holo. We'll probably put something a little better than a reverse holo in there, but it's, you know what it is, right? It's just a custom booster pack with the chance for Gengar. Your chance is 1 in 7. You might not pull him. Someone else might pull him. And so whoever pulls the Gengar pulls the value. So keep that in mind. You can cancel that spot if you change your mind because it's a big sort of like, it's a big risk, man. And if you feel like that risk is too high for you or that you could use the money for like a healthcare bill or something, a car bill, just tell me. I'll cancel it for you, okay? So, but once it goes off, can no longer be canceled at that point. All right, keep that in mind. Once it goes off, you are out of time to change your mind. Whoa. Oh, I want a TCC stocking to hang on the fireplace this upcoming Xmas. Anything on the secret menu. I like blah, 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 so that, why not feed the addiction? LaFlame, you ain't in that yet? LaFlame doesn't like 9s. All right. He said, I only want to do it on the 10. And the 10's like a $20,000 card. So 20 Japanese Classic and 20 Carddass. All right, let's get these Carddass. I'm going to get you 1, 2, and 3. Dude, what is this music? Pause, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even lift these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. All right, 20 of those. When is TCCG coming back? Not yet. It's not back yet. All right, you ready? What do we got? We got cute little Jigglypuff. We got Jolteon, nice. Raticate. Victory Bell. Pidgeot, nice. Staryu. So Staryu actually, what's interesting about this set is you can have a usually unpopular Pokemon, but with a really cool art set. And so then all of a sudden you're like, well, maybe people want that Staryu. War Turtle using Headbutt. There's Leech Seed. What do you think that move is? Spark or something like that? Okay, there's Ice Beam being used on Ditto. Look, he's being frozen. Growlithe. Voltorb using Barrier or something. That's Self-Destruct. Wow, that is such a nice card. And look at the good centering on that. Here's Clefable. Here's Ammonite. Now, keep in mind, just because it looks well-centered doesn't mean it'll grade 10. There's so many things that can go wrong with these particular cards because they are vendor cards. So some little kid, first of all, some vendor guy loaded them up into a vending machine, and then some little kid handled them and put them into a folder. Oh, my God. Right off the bat, Charizard is pulled. There's 2 Charizards in the box, actually, so there's still another Charizard to be pulled. Wow, congrats, dude. Anthony. So today's going pretty good for you anyways, Anthony. 20 Japanese Classic. Are you ready? Yeah, there's 2 Charizards. Now there's 1 Charizard. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, good luck with these. Double Zard. Yeah, I actually was scared that somebody could pull a double Zard out and then the box would be dead. But so now I'm not scared of that happening anymore because his round is over. But yeah, I also considered removing the Charizard until one of them is pulled and then maybe another one gets pulled. But I was like, nah, let's make the box hot. Let's get both the Zards in there. So one Zard is out. The other Zard is still in. Of course, that means Blastoises and Venusaurs are still in there and everything else. I'm feeling the double Zard. All right, Classic Collection. We got Pokeball. We got Clefairy. We got Ultra Ball, Rapidash, Mewtwo. Nice. That is a good pull, isn't it? We got Pinsir, Magmar. I like the Magmar. He's a classic fossil artwork. Computer Search. I wonder if people really buy the Computer Search. Eradicate from the Gym Collection. All right, so Mewtwo is your pull over here. Cool, man. That's Anthony Kalura. He bought in a spot on this Mega Break, $500 Mega Break. I definitely don't recommend it unless your income is in a special bracket where you can just afford to have $500 turn into a couple Pokemon cards. So remember, because one guy pulls Gengar, 6 guys miss Gengar, and they just get whatever Pokemon cards were in that booster pack then, okay? So please, again, keep that in mind. This is the first time we've ever hosted this, and it quite honestly scares me because the potential for sort of like buyer's regret is there. And it's such a severe form of buyer's regret. So you got to be like, for income, you got to be another tier. You got to be a kind of person who can afford to have $500 just kind of go, poof, and you're like, no, that's how it's done. You know what I mean? I don't know how, let's say like a casino or something. I don't know how they determine who's allowed to buy in on a $500 thing. But on our breaks here, it's making me nervous. Guess that's why I don't normally host it. I sell my body on OnlyFans. Thanks, mister. Nice. CLC Zard up next. LFG. I'm feeling the double Zard. 500 is chump change for you. Mister's basically saying if you're poor, don't get in the break. If you are somebody who doesn't have, some savings for medicine, if you don't have some savings for your car, if you are somebody who, could be at risk financially very quickly, I'm strongly recommending not to buy into the $500 Mega Break. You can buy a $40 Sublist spot. So that's the Sublist, $40. So you could probably do one of those and it wouldn't matter to you too much. I mean, what, $40? But don't do this unless you're somebody of means, okay? I am saying that quite literally. Straightforwardly, don't mess with it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. And I don't want you to have buyer's regret later. And I don't want you to, get in the break and you missed the Gengar, and then all of a sudden you need $500 and you're just feeling like, oh, what have I done? Should have kept that $500. Here it is, Anthony Kalura. I didn't expect anyone to actually buy that. I thought almost all spots would just come from this list, the $40 list. This is my last $500. I better win that Gengar. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want anyone like that. Anyone who's like, I'm on my last $500. Put it all on Gengar. No way, dude. Terrible choice. Anthony Pariso, 2 perfect spots in the Garchomp and 1 Pokebra. Good choice, man. All right. You got it. Damn, way to go, LaFlame. Just shame us. What? Okay, so this is Anthony Pariso. Yes, do not spend $500 on this Gengar unless you are willing to lose $500. Do not spend that money unless you are a person of means who can take care of themselves properly. If you were to suddenly lose $500, it wouldn't matter to you. All those things, okay? Also, keep your wife and your girlfriend in mind, because they get mad too, okay? Keep your wife, keep your girlfriend in mind. Time for another credit card. Damn, way to go, LaFlame. Lol, I'm the poorest here, Grady. Yeah, only LaFlame can spend on it. 1 Pokebra. You ready? 1 Pokebee. We have a Gengar Mega Break Sublist. Do that if you'd like to have a chance at the Gengar. Do the Sublist. All right. Here we go. What we got? For Anthony Pariso, Keldeo, Samurott, Chargerbug. Ooh, Toxicroak. Oops. Oh, this is 2 cards. Get this Zoroark as well. Solrock, New Mill, and oh, this is 2 cards as well. And Darkrai, nice. All right, you got your Pokebra. That's not too bad. That was a pretty good Pokebra. I grip my money too tight. By the way, that's me tempting y'all by saving y'all poor people. The Flem is rich. Hey, Mr. Heard of the PSA exclusive one-piece card? Yeah, I did hear about that. Unfortunately, I guess I was signed up for the other kind of magazine. I wonder if I can contact them and ask for the other magazine, because I don't even collect sports cards at all, and I would much rather have the one-piece card. Maybe I'll ask them about that after I'm done showing them that they ruined my poker cards. Here's Anthony Pariso. Thank you, Anthony. Let's go find your bag. Are you taking orders? Nah, it's 6:24. I'm all done taking orders. We're going to be live again for tonight, though. The nighttime stream. Don't forget it. The nighttime stream. Who's the one guy trying to prove they have money? That's a Ditto, not Numel. Yeah, I know. It's Numel. Okay, then we had Grady Williams. Let me see the timing on your order, Grady. 33 minutes. And Jonathan's order is 38 minutes. So it's Jonathan's order's turn. 5 Carddass for Mr. Jonathan. You got it, Jonathan. So I can say 1, 2, 3. It's so hard not to grab 2 of them. 4 and 5. There we go. All right. What do we got? Seeking, Grimer, Machop, Raichu, and Kangaskhan for Mr. Jonathan Morris. Thanks, John. All right, those Carddass cards, huh? That Toxtricity, not Toxicroak, and that was Ditto, not Numel. Close, though. Oh, I was wrong on the... I knew it was Ditto, but the Toxtricity, I got the name wrong. Can I ask if you still have my box on the shelf with my pulls and slabs? Dave the Rave. What's the name? Tell me what the name is. Okay, done with Jonathan Morris. We have Grady Williams, 2 Fates Collide spots. You got it, 2 spots in the Fates Collide break. No one cares about the newer gen Pokemon. Grady Williams. David O'Callahan. Yep. Why, is it a year old? Do you want to give it to me? Grady Williams. There we go. 2 Fates Collide spots. Grady Williams. Oh, yeah. Well, I left them there for a year. You can have them now. Gavin. Grant. Grab this. Put it over here. Garrett Wixom. Graham Dean. Did you say new bag, Grady? Oh, wait. We're not putting these in a bag. We're putting them in the Face Collide package. I'm so silly. All we needed was this. Never thought I would say that. Say that as they're kind of evil. Oh, Team Rocket, please save us. Trump, please save us. All right. And so now we have Tyler Davis, who wants another Twilight masquerade box. This is the last sealed box I have. So we've got more on the way, but this is the last sealed box. After this, we have about a half box of it left. We also have plenty of the Paldean Evolved, and that's the Magikarp set. No way, I've been excited to get back. Is that an SAO, Matt? It is. There you go. All right. Busy Tuesday, huh? Let's start snipping. Was it really smoked out turtle? Can you check my slabs out, please? I do not know what your slabs would be, and they're in the shipping area. There you go. You can ship them, and then they'll be sent out to you. But I don't want to get my fat butt off the chair and go find them in the middle of the stream. I'd have to leave the stream alone for a couple minutes. Mr. Weeb. There. If only the shipping department was not so far away. If it was in this room, but then this room would have no room. There you are. All right. What do you think is Trump's favorite Pokemon? Gumshoes. Gumshoes. Somebody needs to get a Donald Trump signature on a PSA 10 Gumshoes already. Already. Ow. That needs to happen, man. I don't know how you would get a hold of that. There we go. What do we got? Here's Ogrepon. Ooh. I think that will be lit. Also, if we can just get Joe Biden to sign a Drampa. There. Here's Ting Blue. Fat Sharpie Market. The Gumshoe Siggy. Okay, here's Screamtail. Ooh. All right. Heliolisk. Jamming Tower. We got some hollows. We got Farfetch'd. Mister, when's that second half of the PSA return coming in? Soon. It's actually in assembly. I looked it up last night, actually. So it's in assembly. That could mean like a month from now it's done, though. Keep that in mind, because remember, once it's done being assembled, they got to go through the quality assurance checks, and sometimes things get caught up there. So if nothing's wrong with it, it could be pretty fast. But if they find things that need to be fixed, it could take a while. I've seen that happen, where a submission is just stuck in quality assurance, and you just know what that means. It means they found something they didn't like, and they're cracking it back out. They're re-encapsulating something. So yeah. But yeah, if they don't find anything the matter with it, they'll probably ship it out to us in a couple weeks. Yeah, it's getting close to the end. We had a different submission just finish. It was a slab repair submission for a guy who had been waiting for that for a while. So that's the latest thing that they finished for me. Here we are. All right. Hassle. Then I got some submissions, and we got the Le Flame submission. So there's plenty of stuff with PSA as we speak. Best not be clamping down on my cards. The clamps! I need a new bag once the break fills. Grady Williams. Okay, Grady Williams is a new bag. Second half of the box. So you got Hassel. All right. I'm hoping the PSA slabs don't wreck my cards. Okay, here's this. Oops. Damn it, Hansel. Damn it, Hansel. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel und Gretel. I thought about making the Mega a $100 buy-in. I figured at $500, nobody would actually buy in. What I figured was that the Mega would be run by the $40 mini breaks. I didn't think anyone would actually put $500 forward. It's kind of like if you bought 13 of the $40 spots, though. About the equivalent of that. Okay. Have you pulled a lot of carps? I can't say. Have you seen the new slabs been doing that? I've seen the new slabs been doing that. Mr. Box should be still alive. I've been traveling abroad. My box should still be alive. What you're telling me is that you've abandoned your box and that you'd like me to have all the cards inside. Dave, you're so nice, Dave. Thanks, man. All right, there we go. Mr. going full circle and hosting an old school large with a Mega Break. Mega Break is something we've never done before. It's a brand new thing. It's I've never had a buy-in at $500. That has never occurred before, so it's pretty serious. Here we are. Okay, we got Walk-In Water. Second half of the box. We got Boomerang. We got Infernape. Here's Enhanced Hammer. Ooh, the Hammer. By the way, if you want to get into the Gengar break, you don't have to buy a $500 spot. You can buy in for 40 bucks. Here we are. Because it puts you on that Gengar sublist. I have not been saying that throughout the stream. But this allows you to buy toward a Gengar if you're, if you're lucky enough to pull it into the sublist. You might be the lucky one to pull the whole thing. Here's Torkoal. Oops. Not Sinistcha again. $40 sublist, not bad. Yeah, there's a $40 sublist running for the Gengar. This allows you to get into the Gengar Mega, similar to a Cherries break. There we go. I will hate the person who picks the shuffle number before the break. Yeah, that's a scary thing. Maybe we should just let Google we're going to let the people do it. There we go. All right. Here's more Mag Cargo. Here's LMIs. What do first-time customers need? Oh, are you a first-time customer? What's up, man? You just need to send me some money. That's it. And we'll create a bag for you, and your stuff will stay over here until you ship out. Shipping is $9 in the United States. And you can keep your bag of stuff over here for 1 whole year before it's considered abandoned. Don't abandon it. Okay, some more hollows. Lots and lots of hollows. We got Whirlipede, Sinistcha. Ooh, Sinistcha. And last but not least. Okay, there we go. There it is, Tyler Davis. I didn't see the Twilight Masquerade Gray Ninja pop out of there. Tough stuff, man. You really got to buy a lot of this product in order to have a chance for the top pulls, don't you? All right, what do we got? Sinistcha, Survival, Mag Cargo, Torkoal, Sinistcha, Enhanced Hammer, Palafin, Hostile, Dragapult. All right, there it is. It is what it is. And you got 1 bazillion of these hollows. They are no joke. I got Greninja on my first try. Hey! You son of a bitch! You gonna let him talk this way? He's rubbing it in. Tyler Davis, number 3. Whew. Whew. Straight mid pulls. I know. Tyler says, great, 2 best cards in the bag. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We know right away that that's going to be the Doug Trio. Mortal Kombat. Probably this, well, let's grab the, where'd he go? I'm liking this music a lot. There we go. Come to daddy. So Dark Doug Trio is certainly one of them. The second best card, did he pull any other dazzling cards out that I'm not thinking of? That's definitely a top pull for you. Good luck. I hope it grades 10. Finish him. Mortal Kombat. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Oh, Ampharos. Lovely. Probopass, Infernape, Zapdos, Metal Mew. This Alt-Art Mew looks fairly well centered. But he is a promo, so I think this Ampharos has got to be the other card. I've had plenty of dry pulls too. In it, bruv. In it, bruv. You can't say in it, bruv. That's our word. Put this over here. There we go. All right. And we'll put this here. Zoinks. I checked PayPal. My last order was... Dave, I'm just teasing you, Dave. Dave, it's a joke. I'm Hasselhoffing you, Dave. You are? He's like, I'm not here for a full year yet. I know. I make $100 an hour. I'm a plumber. Here we are. Damn, dude. I'm gonna quit my job and become a plumber in 2 seconds. Mortal Kombat. Game over. All right. You can't talk to me that way. I'm a plumber. That reminds me of that episode of South Park where, here we are, where Randy needs the oven door fixed. All right, cool, man. Tyler Davis. Thanks, Tyler. No more orders, guys. We'll be back on for the late night stream. It's 6:37. I'm sure Karis is missing me real bad, and I'm going to get in trouble for spending too much time over here, but I had to stay over here. The sales were too good. They're way too good. Mortal Kombat. All right, you're making it in with this submission, which has still not gone out, but it's about to. All right. Whew. That's it. We're done. All right. See you guys tonight. We'll pick a new card out for the giveaway tonight at a late night stream. I hope you're there. Might be a slow stream because this was a heavy stream, man. This was a really heavy stream. I'll see you later, everybody.